I think I got into personal training simply because I understood that my profession was going to carry over into that physical and mental side of training and healthy exercise. Knowing that if I was a little bit fitter, a little bit stronger for a longer period of time, it was going to give me a bigger edge against the competition. So that, as well as understanding that I can help affect and change lives for the better, not just for a current period, but for lifelong changes, and whether it's physical or mental, that can be generational as well. A few lessons to someone right now can mean, generations worth of knowledge. It keeps your body in a good habit, a good routine. I know something for me has always been trying to stay consistent with my training, because mentally you have a release of endorphins, which obviously creates a better feeling through the body, mentally and physically, as well as, the more you train, physically you feel better, but you also look a little bit better, and that is a confidence thing at the end of the day. The mental side is probably one of the biggest ones for me. As I said, talking about it and living it are two different things. Everyone always wants to, hey, let's do it next week. Whatever the conversation is, when you actually get out of bed, you go for a run, you come home, you make a nice healthy breakfast, you go to work, you come home from work, you go to the gym, you get a good pump on, you look yourself in the mirror as you walk out of the gym and you got a few veins, you're like, you know what, I'm feeling pretty good today. You go home, you get a good rest, and then you repeat that cycle. That routine, that consistency, that mental toughness to do it every day, understanding that the long-term goal is X, Y, or Z, that for me is the most important thing. Okay, so we've touched about healthy living and the importance of physical and mental health. What we're going to do right now is go through 4 great exercises with no equipment at all. You can do this from your lounge room, from your dining table, on your house, on your toilet, no matter where it is, you don't need equipment. You can get these 4 exercises done, so give them a try. The push-up to squat stance is a really important key mover based around shoulder strength, a little bit of core, and also loading into your quads and hips. A great movement to try and continue to get a whole body exercise with one great move. So the next advancement of this movement is adding a single leg oblique lift every time you perform this repetition. Just activating an extra part of your core to get the most bang for buck. The squat is our next exercise based around hip mobility. Being able to sit in a very low squat stance is obviously going to help your range of motion, your mobility, and also help you when you are performing exercises such as a squat, any deadlifting, any split squatting, or any lower body leg exercise. Our 3-position lunge hold is going to be held for 15 seconds per position. High, medium, and then knee just off the ground, nice and low. Perform each for 15 seconds. Repeat for 3 to 5 sets. Prone hold to push-up position is going to be great for upper body strength, as well as our core and keeping everything activated all at once. We're going to be working our biceps, triceps, shoulders, and even our rear delts to try and stabilize and maintain everything. The advanced movement from the prone hold to push-up is going to be knuckles to fingertips, building strength through our fingers, our hands, our wrists, as well as activating our core and working our shoulders with stabilization. Give this a go for 5 to 10 reps, making sure to warm up your hands prior, as it is a very advanced movement. For someone who isn't a professional sportsman or woman, it's so important to stay in that routine. The biggest thing we can do is find out what it is your goal is, write that down. Understand how am I going to get there. If it's a little bit of fat loss and trying to lean out a little bit, you have to gain muscle. So in order to do that, you've got to maybe eat a little bit cleaner, a little bit better, and then you have to maybe lift a few extra heavier weights. Change isn't going to happen overnight. 4 to 6 weeks, you're not going to just look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's not going to happen. It's unrealistic. What we can do though is have small incremental goals along the way and just understand that it's good fun. Find a friend to do it with, challenge each other, do a 2-week thing. Just start small and then just work your way. And over 2 to 3 months, you're going to start to notice those changes physically, but especially mentally. Whether it's walking for 30 to 60 minutes a day, and then week 2 or 3, turning that into a brisk walk, and then week 3 or 4, it's turning it into a jog. Go and find a tree and do some pull-ups. As a child, that's what we're always great at. So just going back and reliving our youth a little bit and enjoying exercise and being outdoors and being active is such an important thing.